Well, hello. It's Sunday, and tomorrow my sister and her best friend arrives. And so I am busy doing bread things. I made another loaf for a lady that I just met through Facebook, and she's quite delightful, and her daughter and her daughter's partner and the daughter's partner and daughter are going to come and get their loaves of bread. And I wanted to say that Chloe, the daughter, I can't remember what her partner's name is. They look the same, so I can't remember what her name is, the partner's name. Anyways, doesn't matter. Chloe was diagnosed as celiac until she gave birth to their daughter. And as you know, sometimes pregnancy can change things, like my feet grew, and sometimes people develop allergies or sometimes ailments straighten themselves out. Well, she was diagnosed celiac until her pregnancy, and now she just finds she's kind of more gluten intolerant. So she was really curious about sourdough because, as you know, the more established your starter is, the more sour it gets or fermented. And the fermentation process, while the dough is sitting in the fridge, cold proofing, and as it sits all day rising, it actually feeds off gluten. So, and that's how it gets its yummy, nummy, sour taste. And it actually will eat. A true sourdough should be tolerant by gluten intolerant people. So Chloe was really excited to try the sourdough bread that I made for them. They had the cheddar garlic and the plain loaf that I made for them a few days ago. And I got a message last night that Chloe did not have any gas or stomach issues, bloating, pain, any of that from my sourdough. So she ordered another sourdough to take home with them. They're from the Langley area. So those of you that are, have some gluten issues or gluten intolerant, even if you're celiac, you might want to try a true artisan gluten or gluten-free. It's not gluten-free, but it's gluten reduced because, like I said, sourdough, this actual starter feeds off the gluten that you feed it, and it breaks up the gluten. So you might want to try that. So that was a little tidbit of information that I was really happy to get. It's a little rainy here today. Tom's outside in the garage again. I think he was burning some shit too. I'm doing laundry, getting beds ready and the bathrooms ready for my sister and her friend. I should have invited their husbands. I don't know why, because Tom's going to be lurking around. We wanted a girls' weekend, but his mom is going out of town, so he can't go to his mom's. Like I was going to scoot him over and spend the night with his mom's, but he's just going to lurk around in the basement and keep himself out of our way. Girls will be girls. We like to talk about our men when they're not with us. Know what I'm saying? And I got to vacuum again because, crummage from the bread and blah, blah, blah. So I'm just making the beds and stuff. Anyways, what are you guys doing? Am I even recording? Yes. Anywho, doom and gloom days. We have had, we were hoping to get on the boat, but we haven't had any sunny weather. It's on and off rain. Anywho, I just got another alert that rain is going to start in another 15 minutes here too. So they're coming over in the side-by-side. Their little baby's sleeping right now. So all the girls will come as soon as baby wakes up and come and get her bread. And it was a nice loaf. This is my loaf for me and my girls tomorrow. I'm making bagels this afternoon as well because I'm going to make a bagel board for one of our breakfasts. And then maybe yogurt and granola and fruit the morning that they're leaving. Something easy. But this is for the girls, and hopefully they enjoy it too. Again, and she doesn't get any tummy issues. Okay, peace out, motherfucker. Oh, And by the way, I wanted to talk about the curb. You know, it curbs your appetite and reduces cravings, makes you feel a little full, regulates your blood sugars, boosts your metabolism, gives you all kinds of energy. That is the new product that was released and is sold as a package. So the curb and the sculpt are sold together and on sale until October 1st. And with my referral code, you actually get another $10 off from that. So it's $113 for the two, which are 1 month's supply each of the sculpt. And sculpts are amino acids and BCAAs that actually help tone your muscles, keep your muscle composition. And the curb actually boosts your own GLP-1 production in your gut, your hormone in your gut that makes you feel full and curbs those cravings and whatnot. So it works to help. And this, a test group of, I don't know how many women participated in this before it was launched. And combined, they all lost over 550 pounds together, like as a group. So if you're wanting to get rid of, 20, 30 pounds, or more, you just stay on it longer if you want to reduce more. And don't forget that, you have to work yourself to do some work to lose excessive weight. But if you've only got a few pounds to lose, like me, I've got about, 8 pounds that I'd like to shed. The belly and the butt and the legs. I've increased my exercise and daily walks. So I'm trying to do daily walks. We didn't get out yesterday because the weather was just shit. But you know what? You watch your portions, watch your desserts, those kinds of things. Cut back. I never say cut sugar, cut gluten, cut carbs. I'm not that person. Everything in moderation, right? Because I like my desserts, and I don't sit down and eat a whole freaking cookie jar of cookies or anything, but I don't mind having a couple, and maybe one for breakfast. Sometimes I'm that person that reaches in the cookie jar instead of making myself something to eat. I'm so fucking bad that way, but I'm not that person. So just use everything in moderation, people. We don't have to cut everything out of our lives. Eat the cake. Eat the damn cake. Just don't eat the whole cake. You know what I'm saying? So if you're interested, you guys, like you all have been doing, DM me. And some of you are more tech savvy than others, and there's nothing wrong with that. I can help you. I can take your personal information and I can get you set up and get your product come to you. In fact, there's a box here right now. I wonder if it is my curb. Let's see, and then I'll open it so you can see. Let's see if it's it. We'll open it together. I hope it is. I want to get started on this. Some people say drink it just before dinner. It is. Oops. Here it is. Here's my sculpt, and here's my curb. See, they're just little packets, and it's 1 month supply, and then this is in a powdered form with scoops, and they're both drinks. And what's this? Oh, I got in early, so I still got in when there were shaker cups. So this is how I'm going to make my drinks. And I think this is available to purchase, too. If you want, you can purchase this separate when their supplies come back. It's an awesome little shaker cup. Look at that. Mixes it up. You can keep your supplements in here and your powder in here if you're going on a little trip. And, your separate powders and stuff. So I could put a few supplies in here, and then you shake, and then drink it out of here. So I got in on it early while supplies still lasted. So I'm lucky. But I'm going to have this right before dinner tonight and give it a go. So this is how it comes if you were lucky enough to get in when they still had the shaker. If not, now you get another $10 off. So, or 10% or something. Anyhow, it's $113 right now till October 1st. Get in on it, guys. DM me, and I'll send you the link to get started. And we can lose the last few pounds or the mega pounds, whatever you need to do, together. Peace out.